Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last part, which you might have skipped, we just did a load of sphere grid crap, just to give you a look at our characters now. They're all on where they need to be. And in this part, we are going to be doing something a little bit more exciting, and we are going to be heading to the Remium Temple. This chocobo was conveniently placed outside the monster arena from when I went over there to do the last video. And we are going to be going ahead and doing the Aeon Battles side quest, which is quite fun. I'm probably going to take it's probably going to take two videos, I guess, at the end of the day, because those Aeon battles can be quite long. That being said, I don't know how overpowered Yuna is now that she's after getting all of those upgrades from completing her sphere grid and starting it on Lulu's one, because that's just like a little bit obscene. Just a little. But actually, we actually didn't do any of this at all the last time, did we? I think the last time when we came here, all we did was do the race to the bottom to get the crystal mirror, or the cloudy mirror, I guess. We never actually went into the temple. So those of you who've never played this game, this gives me flashbacks of Shenmue 2, by the way, walking over across this bridge. Jesus, we all remember that part, don't we? The last quarter of that game just takes such a strange turn because it doesn't feel like the rest of the game in any way whatsoever. It's so strange. Doesn't it though? It's also hard to believe that I finished like that LP a year ago almost. It's hard to believe I started this LP almost a year ago, because it was like April. I remember I finished Shenmue 2, and then I started the 3-heart run of Wind Waker.
Welcome, Yuna.
And I also started this.
What is this place? Remium Temple. Once a great religious center in the Calm Lands, lost after the battle with Sin.
One of my favorite characters.
And this is your home? What? You got something against company?
It's a long story. Easier perhaps to show you.
You're dead too.
Don't send me just yet. There is still one thing left for me to do here. With the help I can give, a young summoner might just be able to defeat Sin. Well, Yuna, I challenge you. If you cannot beat me, you'll never beat Sin.
So basically what she's going to do is, you will...
Very well. Before we begin...
Well, she's going to heal us first.
Now, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. We're basically going to be fighting every single one of the Aeons, even the unlockable ones, I guess, is what I'd like to say. And I'm not sure how easy or hard this is going to be. Now, some of these might be easy because they're the first Aeons in the game, and I have access to ones like Anima and things like that now. Oh, I don't want to escape, sorry. Just escape from battle. She goes to the trouble of summoning that thing. I think what I'm going to do is, now Yojimbo, I really don't... You have to give him money in order for him to attack, and I really don't feel comfortable I don't feel comfortable doing that, so... I think what I might do is I might just use the Aeon we get after this one that she uses, if you know what I mean. So when she uses Valfor, I'll go ahead and use Ifrit. When she uses Ifrit, I'll go ahead and use Ixion, stuff like that. Even though you guys know I do have my favorites. Ifrit is probably one of my least, even design-wise and everything, is probably my least favorite of the Aeons that we have, so I don't even think we're going to be able to hit him with that, so we'll have to use Meteor Strike, I think. Because I think he's like out of the way. I think it's like when you fight like a flying enemy, you're not going to be able to hit them, or when you fight like Sin's Fin or whatever. Okay, well that did jack shit. What the hell, like? He attacks me and it does like 600 damage, I attack him and it does like 5,000. I thought it was going to miss there as well. The way it was taking so long for him to go ahead and do it. I suppose we could afford to try and attack him once normally and see if it actually hits, but I'm pretty sure Valfor... Oh no, I can hit him, okay. Not too bad, right? It's probably all going to be over now. Go ahead and use Hellfire. With these animations, you always think like it's going to be over when he hits them with the big blast, and then there's just always one more thing that they use on them. Okay, so that did 9999 to him. He's still alive, is he? Oh no, he's not. We did it, guys. Not that it was that much of a challenge. They'll get harder though, don't worry.
Stop. That is enough. You have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Okay. Big whoop, 4 lightning gems.
Well, Yuna?
Now we can fight it first.
Very well. Before we begin... Now, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Maybe I'll summon Valfor against Ifrit, just to see if the shoe is on the other foot, do I still do as well? I don't know, summoning Ixion is pretty tempting, just because Ixion is my favourite. Ixion and Anima are probably my favourites that we've seen so far anyway. Plus I'd prefer maybe to summon Valfor against Ixion itself, just because Ixion can be crazy when it comes to evasion as far as I remember, like dodge and things. This video is going to be so long, and half of it is just going to be animations. Between the animations of summoning the Aeons and the animations of using their overdrives or whatever. Okay, so how much is his Meteor Strike going to do to me? 748, okay. And how much is Aero Strike? Or Aero Spark going to do? Okay, so that's doing more because they're like magical attacks. And as I said, like the Aeons benefit from the upgrades that Yuna gets. So Yuna got hardly any strength upgrades, but she did get a lot of magic upgrades. So that's why Aerospark is doing such a ridiculous amount of damage right now. Like 6,000. It's crazy. I might just like heal myself. Oh wait, no, did I use it on him? That still did a lot of damage. I kind of don't want to know, to be honest. Do I really have to worry? Just go ahead and use Thor's hammer. Wouldn't it be just ridiculous if this stupid thing beat me now? You know, at least Ixion's animation is quite a little bit faster than Ifrit's. I'm pretty sure Ifrit's is one of the longer ones. Bahamut's is ridiculously long. That's just annoying. I don't even like Bahamut anyway, it's like... people find him so cool. It's like, give me Alexander any day. I'm on Team Alexander. Maybe that's why I hate Bahamut so much, because of like how cruel, like it's just so cruel to see Alexander get destroyed.
Ah, you have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Okay, 30x potions is actually really useful. So now we've just pretty much lather, rinse, and repeat here.
Are you good enough, I wonder? Very well. Before we begin, now, are you ready?
Who will I summon against Ixion is the question, because again, Ixion's evasion is the thing that makes it so difficult.
Choose your Aeon well.
I'm thinking actually Shiva just to... Shiva or Valfor, but then Shiva just has more HP. And then I'll probably use that that attack, the ice one against it, because the magic attacks were doing way more anyway. That would probably be the benefit of bringing Yuna around Titus's sphere grid, is that you actually do get strength upgrades, which can be extremely useful for the Aeons. Though the Aeons are just so overpowered anyway, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. What you're really hoping for is the overdrives and things. Heavenly Strike, that's what it's called. So let's see how much this does. See, what I'm worried about is if I just attack normally. Maybe if I just use Blizzara. How much will that do? Okay, that does a way more damage. Fuck, Jesus. Okay, this thing is dangerous. Holy shit. There's a reason that Ixion is my favorite, I guess. Oh, do I just get to summon another one? What a joke. Might as well summon Valfor. Here was I don't think that's ever happened to me before. Here was I thinking I only had one shot to actually beat this thing. But no, I can just do whatever I want. That kind of really took me aback that it did so much damage. See, Sonic Wings isn't even going to work. Will I attack it? Will I hit? Okay, so that was good. Ixion evades. Great. And what about Sonic Wings? How much damage will this do? 1480. Okay, good. I actually did some damage to it, but it's going to destroy me now. See, I'm telling you guys, Ixion is the best Aeon there is. Just crazy powerful thing. It seems like it has haste or something as well. Like her one, do you see how fast it was, like just running in there and attacking? It was crazy. This is gonna wipe me out. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely ridiculous. I guess it's all up to Ifrit now, if Ifrit is going to be able to do it. Do I want to see that whole ridiculous summoning animation? Well, I could just summon Bahamut. Couldn't I? No, I'll summon Bahamut against Shiva. Or I might summon Ixion against Shiva again. I guess knowing now, that's kind of disappointing actually, that you can summon multiple Aeons against her. you know, because it makes it kind of unfair. It makes it feel like I'm just kind of able to cheese it by summoning them all one after the other. I mean, eventually I'll get to Bahamut or Anima, and none of them are going to be able to stand up against that, so, you know, what are they going to do? Ixion evades. The Forkies are enraptured. Wasn't magic doing more? Like if I use, like, he doesn't have Fyra? How ridiculous is that? Jesus, okay, no wonder Ifrit is my least favorite one, and he doesn't even have the level 2 spell. Now it's just gonna start doing this crap. You can only defend for so long. This is like really starting to get on my nerves here. Finally, do something different for a change. It has to be nearly gone though, doesn't it? It can't have that much HP left. I'm going for it. This ridiculous battle has to come to an end. Okay, that took it out. You know when their overdrive bar disappears after doing it. Well, Ixion, you put up an amazing fight. Again, I have more respect for Ixion than I have for myself, because really when they let you summon one Aeon after another to fight just one of hers, do you ever really have a legitimate chance of losing?
Ah, you have. Take the.
Okay, so 10 Chocobo Feathers, which is also useful. Is there a save point in here? I feel like saving. Though really, what's the worst that could happen?
If.
Shiva.
Very well. Now.
Yeah, heal me, you better. This is probably going to be ridiculous as well. Fighting this bitch. Because Shiva is also an Aeon I have a lot of respect for. And just look at her entrance. She's like the Royal House of Abundance or some shit. I watched the first episode of that last night. I watched the first episode of Pose. And it was really, really good. Oh, I can't summon Shiva. I can summon Bahamut. Just summon Ixion, I guess, will I? I suppose I can just summon Bahamut, can't I? Why not? I watched the first episode of that show Pose, which is made by the same guy who makes American Crime Story and American Horror Story or whatever. And it was actually really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Just like, again, obviously the visuals of it are amazing. But also the setting of it has quite a lot of heart and soul. It was kind of very, very sad but heartwarming, even the first episode. So if the first episode, if you're already kind of like engaged with the characters in the first episode, damages all enemies. She has crazy evasion though, so she's probably, yeah, see, I don't want that to keep happening. See, he has like these, oh god, he has like these spells, so don't use that on her, use this. Going to do the most damage. Yeah, look at that. I should have been doing this all the whole time. If I'd known he has level 3 spells, just take them out that way. Yeah, Heavenly Strike my ass. But yeah, if you're already kind of like invested in the characters and their own personal missions, at this point, look, she's already like dead. Should have been doing that the whole time. Against Ixion. Well, no, I think Ixion was never going to be easy, to be honest. We've got to fight her Bahamut next, so I'll be laughing on the other side of my face when that happens. I think I'll probably just bring out Ixion against him.
You have made some progress, and for that, take.
Ooh, 60 mega potions. Okay, here we go. Bring out the big kahuna here.
I'll be the judge of your Aeon strength. Are you good enough, I wonder?
I'll do my best. Against Bahamut.
Before we begin, now, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. But yeah, if you're already invested in the characters in episode 1, like, how invested are you going to become as the story progresses? Because there's already, like, a couple of things, like, a couple of little plots that they planted the seeds for, in the first episode, which I know are probably going to get quite sad coming up later on in the story, so we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing the second episode. It's funny I didn't hear about it, because I looked it up and apparently it came out in the States, like, in summer of last year. I didn't even know about it. So what will I summon? Can't summon Bahamut against her. Can I summon Shiva? Shiva! Might as well summon Shiva. I should have probably taught them the level 3 spells of their own elements, just for the sake of healing and things like that. Poor Shiva didn't really get a proper, wasn't really able to get a proper presentation, seeing as Ixion, that my mouth was like hanging open when I saw that happen. Just to see, okay, so attack isn't going to do much. How much is Heavenly Strike going to do? 3,300. So what I'll do is I'll test, so that's doing a lot of damage. I'll test how much Blizzara I'll do to him. Okay, so that's doing a way more damage. Countdown 5. Oh yeah, this crap again. I don't need 5 turns to kill this idiot. Especially not if I'm doing 7,000 damage. I'll just heal myself the next turn. Do it on myself. See, look, he's already like hunched over. That's what Guy Fieri says when he needs to eat something extremely big. He does the hunch, which means that he like hunches down over the thing. Now we're going to use Diamond Dust. I can't believe that went so much easier than Ixion. Ixion is just such a pain in my ass to fight. But I think that was the same with Feud, wasn't it? Because I loved Feud as well. Feud was one of the best shows I ever saw. And again, that came out in like summer of the year it came out in the States, and I didn't see it over here until like 6 months later, because I remember it was about February last year that I watched it. Or it was like late winter, early spring or something that I was watching it last year. And it's the same with this, with Pose, that I'm watching it like so much later. Very enjoyable though. Yeah, Shiva got her chance to shine there in the end. I made more than some progress.
And for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Flower Scepter. Okay, so I think what I might do is I might end off the video there,